Hey, hey.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm so good. It's just cold here, which is crazy because it's Florida, so it shouldn't be cold.
Oh, no, no, no.
I know. Is it so cold? Because you're in Dallas, right?
Yeah, but it got up to like I think it was like 50 yesterday. Like I could have
Okay,
worn
so probably
like
about the same here. Probably about the
yeah.
same here.
Oh, so your cold is like
Yeah.
okay, got you, got you.
Right,
Okay.
right. But this morning was freezing. This morning was like 34.
Ew, no.
Yeah.
No, no, no,
No.
no,
No.
no, no.
No.
Mm-mm.
I can't imagine. I can imagine. You had Oregon and Wisconsin. At least now you get the summer.
Wisconsin weather was like actually the worst thing ever. No.
I know. I lived in Kentucky my whole life, so I was like, I gotta get out. I gotta get out.
No. I literally when I just went back for the banquet and my like opening little like laughing thing was something about like the blizzard that was like happening and
Yeah.
it was like 75 degrees in Dallas the other day and I was like, you guys, this is actually awful.
Yeah. No. No.
No.
No. At least it was just a season. At least it was just 1 year.
It was literally for like 12 months, like it was one calendar year and then that was it. I was out. So
Mm-mm.
yeah, not the worst thing.
Well, you look like you're thriving. So,
Living my best life.
yes, period. Period. So, wait, where are you from? You're not obviously from Texas, are you?
I'm from Northern California, like Sacramento area.
Okay, so Oregon was like a hop, skip, and a jump.
It was like literally a 7 hour straight shot.
Oh,
So
perfect.
easy drive. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's. Do you want to take it all the way back? Well, if people don't know who you are, that would be crazy. But if you want to give a little backstory, you may.
Okay. So my name's Mimi Colyer. I'm an outside hitter. So went to Oregon for 3 years. Loved the coaching staff. There was a Long Beach volleyball connection. The world. Oh, who is calling me? I'm so sorry. Potential spam.
Oh, you're fine.
Oh, I don't
It's
know what that
tax
just looked up.
season. Trust. It's all tax people.
Ah, nah. Anyway, so the Long Beach volleyball community so small. My mom knew Matt and Chid just from like
Oh
before I was
yeah,
born.
right.
Um, so when I was looking at colleges, she's like, "Oh, like this could be cool. Like, let's go up and let's go look at Oregon's campus." My cousin was also going to school in Portland. I'd never even been to Oregon, like the state of Oregon. So I was
Hmm.
like, I know bus. Like that's about all I got. Um, so we like made it a trip, went out there, and I was like, I love it here. I need to be here. Like I'm
Hmm.
obsessed. Like this is where I'm gonna be. Um, I ended up committing June 15th. Like that was my like that was it. I put all my eggs in one big green
Hmm.
basket. Called it a day. Was there for 3 years, had the best 3 years ever. Met some of my best friends, like bridesmaids in my wedding, like all the things. Um, Matt ended up taking the Kansas job going into, I guess technically that was like my junior year spring. Um, he takes the coaching job. I knew I wanted to enter the portal just because, I committed to him and Chid, and I didn't want to really wait around and kind of see
Hmm.
what was going to end up happening. And I knew that I would have options. So entered the portal, was maybe going to go to Kansas, was maybe not, wanted to see what was out there. When I entered the portal, I guess I'll tell you the whole portal thing. So
Hmm.
he told us that was like Friday. It was like a year ago, like 2 weeks ago. Like the weekend I was in
Oh.
Wisconsin for the banquet, that was the day that I entered the portal. Well, entered and committed and got out of it, all the things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he told us like Friday morning that he was leaving. I entered the portal like or told our like compliance people that I wanted to enter
Mhm.
the portal like right then, signed the papers. That was MLK weekend, so I was going to go home for the long weekend anyway. I send in the papers. I get on a plane. It's a 50-minute plane ride. By the time I land, I was in the portal, or I had been entered into the portal, and I had emails and texts and reaching out and DM
Right.
from all these things. Um, and I'm sitting on the plane, and I'm like, okay, like where would I go? And there's some programs that I knew like I wanted to stay big. I wanted to stay like a high level program,
Mhm.
especially like senior year. Like let's go out with a bang. There's some like programs that like I knew that I don't think I necessarily fit the vibe of,
Mhm.
um, which is fine. Like that just wasn't my vibe.
Right.
Wisconsin, I knew I'd played there twice. I knew I liked Wisconsin. I knew Charlie, but I was like, okay, like, maybe Wisconsin could be cool. Like I don't know, just maybe I don't know. So I landed. And then my mom was picking me up from the airport, and then I was going to go to a hair appointment. So we were driving straight there. As we're driving to said hair appointment, there's an email from Kelly Sheffield, and she's like, "Oh my God, I'm like Kelly Sheffield in my like email right now is like that's insane. That's insane."
Right.
So I respond, and he's like, "Yeah, like let's get on a call." And I was like, "Sure, like when you're free." And he's like, "Right now, right now, buddy." I need to look at my roots touched up. Like, what do you mean right
Right.
now? And he's like, I'm sending you a Zoom link. And I was like, Mom, and she's like, you get on that Zoom. So I'm literally like on the phone Zoom link with Kelly Sheffield in the parking lot of my hair appointment. I was like, can you please go tell her that I'm gonna be late? Like I'm kind of dealing with something here.
Right.
So I talked to Kelly for maybe like 15 minutes, and I was like, okay. I'm like, we're vibing. This is cool.
Yeah.
Also, mind you, Oregon's a quarter school, so we had already been in school for like 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone else, this was all happening on a Friday. Everyone, all the other semester schools were starting school like on that Tuesday. So in order just like academically to be like eligible and get all that shit handled, like I needed to be like on top of it, and it was not gonna. I didn't have the luxury of being like this long drawn out
Hmm.
like go on visits, all of the things. Um, so I was like, okay, well, this is cool. You and me are vibing. Like, you're cooler than I thought you were going to be. Like, I thought he was going to be some like scary bald man because that's all I'd ever seen. Like, I had played him twice, and like when you're an opponent and he's like head down, like looking at you from across the net, I was like, you're
Right.
so scary looking. You're so scary looking.
Like,
So I get on the call with him, and we were just talking, and I was like, oh, like and he's all goofy, and he's got this like Midwestern dad laugh, and he's like father of two, and then like Britt, our assistant coach, gets on the phone for a second, and she's like, oh my gosh, she goes, I cannot believe we're on the phone like with you right now. Like I saw your name, and I was like, oh my God, and I was like, oh, okay. I was like, this is cool.
good.
So I basically commit right then and there, and I was like, cool. Let's do it. Also, I was like, if I go to Wisconsin and it's like awful, like at least it's only for a year. Like you can do anything for a year.
Anything for a year. And it's a good school. So it's like, you're still going to get your offers. You're going to,
Yeah, I'm like, it'll
right.
be fine. So we do all that. We put out the like actual announcement within like 3 or 4 hours. So people are still texting me. They're like, hey, like, can you want to hop on a call? And I was like, so I'm already committed. And they were like, what? You've been in there for about 5 hours. I was like, and I committed 4 hours ago. I don't know what to tell you. I'm so sorry.
Right.
Like, I can't. So yeah, then there are academic people worked like crazy, like through the holiday weekend to like get all my credits and everything ready to go. And just kind of figuring out, put the pieces, because I was going to graduate obviously in December so that I could like play pro. Um, so they were registering me for classes and trying to get everything settled, because then on like Saturday, so this was all on Friday. Saturday I spent at home. Sunday me and my mom flew up to Oregon, packed up my entire apartment into my car that was still in Oregon, and then drove it back down on still Sunday.
Yeah.
And, like I was on a flight to Wisconsin on Tuesday. Like it was
Oh,
because I
that's,
because school's starting and
yeah.
you're starting, and like get it handled. So I took me and my three like suitcases and was like, okay, like let's go to Wisconsin. I get there and it's like -3. There's like black ice everywhere, and I was like, what did I get myself into? And they're like, oh, here's your puffer like big trench coat that you're gonna need because it's literally -3 degrees here. It was insane. Oh my God,
Mm-mm.
it was insane.
Mm-mm.
Like Madison's the only like school in Wisconsin that like won't cancel classes. So like even in this like snowstorm just now, it's like, oh, all of the like all other like Wisconsin schools are canceling classes, but Madison's like, nope, you're fine. So it's like a foot of snow and it's like black ice everywhere and there's hills and like you're walking your ass to class. Like you need to go to class. So I was like, are you kidding? I'm like, I've never
That's
been snowed
crazy.
on before. I've seen snow like 3 times in my life, and I'm like living in it and like learning how to drive in it. It was a
Mm.
mess. It was such a mess, but it was wonderful and it was the best decision of my life and I had the best year of my life. So,
Period.
yeah. So yeah.
Uh,
So,
I have to say, I'm obsessed with you. I was like, I feel like nobody gets to see this side of you. I'm like, oh my God, she's so extroverted. Like, I did not know this.
yeah, no, it is funny when I talk to people and they're like, "You're a lot different than I thought you were going to be." I'm like, "Did you think I was going to be like I
Maybe just more quiet, but I'm obsessed. I
thank you.
am. I
I
know.
appreciate
And I was gonna say, I actually, because obviously, I don't know if you saw, I did Malaya.
Yep.
Um, and I was at the game when you all were here, and I was like
Oh,
hoping to
I did
try to,
that. I did see that. I started
yeah.
I
And so I was trying to like meet up with her and like told her to like bring you, and then you all had to catch a freaking flight that got canceled, and I was coaching too, so I was like also on a time crunch. So I was like, I want to meet you all in like in person, and
that we're there. We got to go.
yeah, like literally, she texted me, she's like, girl, I'm on the bus already, and I'm like.
God damn it.
So, and
She's
then I had to come back to St. Pete, and I was like, "Oh, y'all are still there?
no, it was like we spent 3 days in Orlando,
How
which
fun!"
yeah, we were gone for 12 days and it was like to the point where we were all like, I need to not see any of you for a couple.
Right.
Like I need to not see you girls. Like I love you, but no. Um and like the whole laundry situation, that was the worst part about it. Is like I'm like I've been wearing the same outfit for 3 days and like we washed it a couple times, but I'm like, this could be brand new but I'm like, I feel so dirty right now. And we're like
Hmm.
one outfit and like our travel suit. I'm like, this is so disgusting.
Yeah,
Everything like steam washed in the like heavy duty wash when I got home. And I was like, this is
you
so gross.
said, put me in my bed. I want to be in my own bed. Okay,
Music.
Bobo.
Yeah. No, it was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah. So, um, well, you want to talk about the differences from Oregon to Wisconsin, like the culture, the team difference. I mean,
Yeah.
you didn't have Rasky at all, right? You just had who were the setters you had at Oregon? You had
Miss Pukas.
ah
We just got
my
to see.
queen, my queen. I love her.
Yeah, so I think it's really fun because I got two experiences where I truly loved all the coaching staff. Um, and I think the more the longer I've been in the volleyball world, and the more people I've got to meet, like
Mhm.
I know that's not the experience that everyone gets.
Right,
Not even once, but let alone twice. Like I happen to find two programs that like again, like I'll
right.
keep in touch with these coaches for forever. I'm planning a Kansas trip to go out there this summer to like see Matt and Chid and all the kids, like just stuff like those are relationships that I'm gonna have the rest of my life. And just relationships that I really treasure and value. So the fact that I was able to find that twice is so awesome. But I think it's fun that I got kind of two different experiences. Like when I was at Oregon, my freshman and sophomore year, I was my freshman year, I was a freshman and I was surrounded by a bunch of fifth years. Like
Hmm.
that's who I was playing with. Like it was out of the seven of us, six of them were fifth years, and then I was like, "Hi, I'm a freshman.
Right.
Hi." And then my sophomore year, it was basically kind of the same group of girls, but now I'm a sophomore with a bunch of sixth years. So it's like I was always like super, super young on the team and like very much like, oh, I'm just kind of here for the vibes. Like, cool. Like, you guys do whatever you need to do. Like, leadership, cool. That's you. You guys run this team. Like,
And
what
he
you
said,
need,
I'm just gonna put everything down.
I'll hit the ball. I will hit the ball. Thank you. Um, but like, again, those are still, like I said, like between Morgan and Carson, who I'm now with, like, those are, and Daly McClellan, she was a year older, so she doesn't really count. But, um, like, those are still some of my best friends for forever. Um, so then I go to Wisconsin, and now all of a sudden I'm a senior, and I'm surrounded by freshmen and sophomores and like incoming like baby freshmen who just got here. And I'm like, you guys are all so like so baby, and like now just like this change of roles was just really interesting dynamic. And it's me and Carter who my favorite story of us is when I got there in January, we had our first team meeting. Mind you, I never like met Kelly obviously officially before I got there. So it's like, oh, like team meeting at some point, maybe like day three of me being there. So we walk into the film room and like I'm sitting there and like Carter's sitting next to me and like Kelly Sheffield's talking to us. And I was like, where am I? What
Yeah.
am I doing? I'm like, this is literally a fever dream. I'm like, this is insane. Like Carter and I had played against each other like one time in club and I think she kicked it, like absolutely whooped our team. But like the fact that I was sitting next to Carter Booth, I'm like, this is literally not real. And like we talked about it later because like we all the seniors ended up being roommates for fall term. So like we would talk about it later, and she was like, it was the most bizarre thing to like see you sitting next to me. And I go, I thought it was bizarre. And then Kelly Sheffield's talking about like being a badger. Being a badger? What are you talking about? Like I'm sitting in the closet. I'm in red. Everyone's in red. I'm like, this is crazy. Um, so just like a really interesting, and we were like the only seniors. Like during spring. So
Hmm.
just a really interesting dynamic just to kind of like navigate that and like help these girls through like their freshman year of college. And just be more like them calling like, oh, like the grannies. I'm like, I'm literally at this point, I'm literally 20. Like during spring, I hadn't turned 21 until like right before season. I'm like, I'm literally 20 years old. I'm like, Charlie, you just turned 18. I'm like, you just can't call me granny. I'm like, still not even legally allowed to drink. I was like, I'm definitely not a granny. So I was like, what is this? But it was funny turning into that kind of role, and just like looking for the guidance and being on the court, and just kind of being one of the people that they looked to.
Hmm.
So I don't know. I think it's fun because I think within my college experience, I was able to get kind of both sides of that, uh,
Yeah.
and in such drastic ways. So yeah, so I don't know. It definitely made it interesting. Lots of ups and downs, but no, it was awesome.
Yeah. Do you think going from Oregon to Wisconsin, was there a difference in like the level of play or the fans, like switching conferences? Because Oregon switched conferences,
My junior
which
year.
okay, that's what your junior year, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So was that like a crazy thing for you, like the level jump, and then like going to Wisconsin, like what was that like?
Yeah, I think that as much like Oregon, I think Matt and Chid did such a great job. Like Matt was there for I think 7 or 8 years, and he did such a great job building that program up. And like the couple years before he left, we'd gone we'd gone like back to back Elite Eights and maybe like a Sweet 16. Like there was they had done such a great job in bringing in like just such incredible players, and really just kind of built that foundational legacy there. But I think it was really interesting then going to Wisconsin, where that type of achievement and like where we would end up, like that was the standard. That was the like, oh, like when, like I always said, like when you say Wisconsin volleyball, like that means something to a lot of people. And there's some
Hmm.
weight behind that. And people understand, like even if you don't like really know it, like you still hear Wisconsin volleyball and you're just like, oh, like that's just it's one of the powerhouses in the college volleyball world. So I think it carries more weight, and that's the expectation, the expectation when we got there. And it's like, oh, like these girls are going in at all hours of the night, and it's like, oh, you want to get extra reps? Okay, well, we have the field house. It's open to us whenever, which was phenomenal. Like you didn't have to go set up your own nets because like, oh, this is volleyball's space, and it's like
Oh, the
only
net was just always
volleyballs,
there.
and
Loved.
it's always up. So it's like, oh, if you want to go get like we had like one of our freshmen, she's coming in, she's doing out of system setting reps at like 10 o'clock at night. Girl, go to bed. What are you doing?
Love that though. Love that though.
It was stuff like that they're like all these girls that they bring in, like they want to be better, and they want to be the best version of themselves, and they want to prove that to the coaches and be part of something that's bigger than them. And that just was something that I don't think you find. I think that's something you find in the top 4 or 5 programs in the country. That's not something you find anywhere.
Agreed. Yeah.
So I think that was kind of a cool kind of shift to see. Uh,
Hmm.
and then fan wise, like one of my favorite Wisconsin stories, and I told this, and this was part of the reason why I decided to come to Wisconsin, was when I played at Wisconsin my our sophomore year in the tournament. We were here for the regional, or we were there for the regional. We played Purdue in the Sweet 16, beat them, so we were going to play Wisconsin in the Elite Eight like the next day. And they were like, okay, you have to be on the court. Like when the clock strikes 60 minutes before game time, like you need to be on the court because like people come in and we're like, oh, we don't usually go to like 45. They're like, no, you have to be on the court because like people will be coming in. And we're like, okay. So we're on the court, 60 minutes hits, you hear the doors open, you hear ding, 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 people start ringing tickets. When I tell you, like a flood of people, like elderly people that had been outside, we got to our serve and pass at 9 a.m. There was 30 people outside the door in the middle of December, 30 people waiting outside at 9 a.m. for like a 7 o'clock game. What are you doing? They would sit and they would wait to come in for the general admission. So then the clock hits 60 minutes, doors open. These people are sprinting into the field house, running to like the general admission. There was like an elderly man that literally went and like sat down in the front row on the bleacher and like laid down so that he could like claim the seats. And within 2 minutes, the entire general admission
Was
section
full.
had filled up. And all of us, right, like we got like pretty good crowds. Like I think we would average like 3 or 4 thousand. Like we were still in the top 10 for like attendance or something. Like something like we weren't slacking over there in Oregon.
Right.
But like 60 minutes, I'm like, I'm not even out here 60 minutes before game time. How are you?
Right.
Oh my God. Like just the insane, like the amount of support, and like the thing is filled and it's so loud, and these people like they wait outside and they're there before us, before our serve and pass, like
Hmm.
hours and hours before. And just like those they love us and they support us so much and like so fiercely that it's like whoa, like they want to do anything they can to help us.
Hmm.
They just want us to succeed so badly. Like we were like on senior night this year, we were walking out and there was a woman that was like on the front row, just like on the sideline. I look over and she's hysterically sobbing. And I
Oh.
walked over, I was like, hi. And she's like, what you guys have done for this program, and like, we just love you so much. And I was like, then I'm like, I started getting teary, and I was like, oh gosh, like, oh my gosh. And she was just like so much love. And then like she had traveled to Texas and was there for our Texas game, and she's like, I'm the one that you on senior night. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, hi, like, good to see you again. Like, just crazy.
Oh, that's
Just
so sweet.
it was so awesome. And just, yeah, so the fan base is just, it's not something that you see everywhere.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, just very, very, everything was very high and everything was very escalated.
Hmm.
It was a different level of everything and crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of leads me into more about Wisconsin. This is
Okay.
personally. Again,
So,
you can tell me straight up no. But I I'm very picky with setting. Anyone that watches me knows that I'm very picky with setting. And I feel like until Charlie got hurt, I was a big skeptic of her setting. I feel like she was
I
a
know I was
little
seeing TikToks and I was like, this
yeah.
dude's a leader.
Like I was a little like, okay, she's a little overhyped. Like she's obviously, but I've always said super athletic girl, like super athletic. But I feel like her level wasn't up to what everyone said it was.
Mhm.
And then she comes back from this injury, and I'm like, whoa, who is that? Like, that is not the same girl
She's insane.
that I have watched the past year.
No,
And so
yeah,
what happened? Like, 'cause like it was like night and day how
no,
she said.
she's insane. I think a lot of it also has to do, and I think, but again, she's a youngster. She's like, I think
Yeah.
she just turned like 20. She just turned 20, or she just turned 19. Oh my God, she's a baby. She's a baby. So like, I think a lot of it also came to do with just like she's young and
Hmm.
she's learning her way around. Especially this year, like she had a whole new group of hitters and it was kind of
Hmm.
figuring that out. And then she had some injury stuff during the spring season, so like we didn't really get all that much time. That was a big thing for us this last season. Like just we were so we were so injury ridden. So like we didn't play sixes a lot. So then when we did like we didn't play sixes
Oh.
until like the very end of the season. And it was very like everyone's jumps were monitored and like there was very much like,
Oh.
oh, like Mimi, maybe you're not gonna like we'll have you like we'll ground you and then like you'll jump a little bit the day before the game. But like I wouldn't jump at all during
Were you injured too?
I wasn't injured, like my knees are always just a little like
Oh yeah, well,
like
jumper's
everyone
knee,
else. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was just like, oh, like if you don't have to jump, like maybe let's not have you jump. But also again, because we weren't playing sixes, like I didn't really need to jump because we weren't playing sixes because it was
Hmm.
very much like kind of a mess. But I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that, when she came back, it was she's in there every day and she's just setting a million balls every single day and she's coming in doing extras with the hitters and getting that connection with the hitters and just
Hmm.
getting that confidence. And she knows she's good. And I think, and trust me, I told her all the time how good she was and Kelly would tell her all the time how good she is. So I think she really kind of leaned into that and, she started really running our offense. I think a big like it was just a maturity piece, and she grew a lot as a player
Hmm.
and as a leader on and off the court. I think she really leaned into that, which I would think was so much fun to see. Um, and yeah, I think she's really just kind of stepping into herself and who she is as a setter.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun to watch again. Like you said, like you saw how much everyone saw, like you saw how much better it got. And not that I think it was bad in the beginning, but I think it was just such a
Yeah. Not that it was bad. It was just,
it was a welcome back,
yeah.
Springer. Like,
Yeah.
girl, what are you doing? Like, I think she just unlocked a new level. And the fact that that was only her sophomore season is insane.
Right.
Like, and I'm so excited to watch her and continue to cheer her on. And she's just like, I truly think she's one of the best players in the country, if not the best. And even getting to pro, like I'm watching, I love there's so many incredible pro setters here too, but just watching them and kind of comparing them to her, I'm like, Charlie, like when I saw the banquet, I'm like, you would be a top setter in the MLB too. Like you would
Period.
be, yeah, like you are so good. You are so good. I'm like, and I'm not, no, I'm not trying to glaze you. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't need you to send me the ball anymore. Like I'm good. I can say whatever I want now. I'm like, but
Right.
you're damn good. And she's like, oh, okay. And she's just a girl and but I'm like, you are like,
Yeah.
ugh,
And her connection with Carter is what really was for me. Because I feel like I'd been missing the Minnesota Carter for years.
no,
And then to see her go out like that in her senior year was like, yes, that is the Carter that we all know, that we all wanted to see.
I loved
That
it.
was so, especially like how she played against Kentucky. I mean,
Oh yeah.
she
Oh yeah.
wanted it so bad. And like Charlie was like, you want it here, take it. Take as many balls as you want.
Send her every ball. Well, that's what I think also was so much fun is Carter is such a hard worker and like she
Hmm.
is such a good leader on and off the court. And yeah, she worked so hard this like again, I'm sure she was doing it before I got there too, but in the time that I was there, like I got to see firsthand just how much she was working and how much she was
Hmm.
wanting. And again, senior season, like go out with a bang, like make it your best one yet. And so then I think once her and Charlie really started again, there was injuries, and so she couldn't really like get along with it. So then as soon as Charlie came back and they were every day working on it every single day, just getting
Hmm.
better and better and better, just really building that connection and that trust with each other. And I think it started coming through the games and it made us Carter being able to do what she did is a but like is one of the biggest reasons why we were able to go so far solely because of Carter and what she was doing for our team.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
love it. I love how you talk about your teammates. It's so nice. Um, what was your, let's do like, what was your favorite game last year? And then what's your favorite place to play at? Like, and that could be while you were at Oregon, while you were at Wisconsin. What was your favorite gym to play in that wasn't a home game?
Well, the problem is if you would have asked me while I was at Oregon, I would have said Wisconsin.
Okay.
Because like there was so I will say though, I never played in Nebraska. I never
I was
played
gonna say, I don't think you did, right? You never played it. Was
oh, that's kind of you gotta take that. So maybe it could be that. I don't know. I've watched enough games
Mm-hmm.
to where I'm like, I'm sure that'd be insane. I've seen all the videos, so I'm sure that's insane. But yeah, so can't speak on that. But I think my favorite game this season, honestly, might have been, I think it was the North Carolina game, was our
Yeah.
favorite. We, I don't know, like I think we fought really hard and like they played really well.
Hmm.
Um, and then it was just one of those things where like I think we kind of started hitting flow state. We were kind of rolling, and I was like, okay, cool, girls. And like I think we kind of had to like grind that one out a little bit. And then our little freshman, so Trinity Shad Series, she transferred to Crane. She
Hmm.
was like my little baby this whole season. Like she was just my baby. And so like it was so funny because like the week earlier that week we were talking about her blocking and she was like, Mimi, like how do I and like Trinity, I'm like, the problem is you're so high. Like you're almost too high. Like you jump too high.
Yeah.
I'm like, you need to like, right? You gotta really press. I'm like, because you're so high that where you would normally put your hands, like people are going under you,
Yeah. Yeah.
you're too high. Like they can't, there's so much room for them to go under you. So like we've been talking about her blocking like literally 2 days prior. So then third set of North Carolina, she comes in and she gets this like stupid monster block in like a pivotal, like it was like
Yeah.
just
I think I remember this block actually.
crazy. And when I tell you, I'm not kidding. I'm saying I get like these feelings every once in a while. Like I got it during North Carolina. I got it during like Florida, where I'm like, we're gonna win this game. Like I'm not worried. Like we'll win this game, and it's like it might go extra, but like we always we win that set, we win the game. So I'm sitting there like at 23s, and I'm like, yeah, like we'll win. This is fine. I rotate back row. She comes in. She gets this monster block. When I tell you, I literally started tearing up. I was like, nobody panned the camera to me because I literally. And
Oh.
I was like, oh my, and I was like, I was just so proud of her. And I was like, oh my God, we'd literally been talking about it. And it was just this huge monster block. And she'd come in like multiple times throughout the season. And it's like, whenever she came in and she did her job exactly what she was supposed to do. And then some. And she made these huge plays and these huge moments. And it was just like such like a like mother bear, like, oh, my baby. I'm like, Trinity, like, you're
Oh.
just like the most perfect thing. So then, like, yeah, she does that. And I think she gets like this crazy kill. Like, there was just, it was so many things, so many emotions. So then we end up winning. That was obviously then our last day at the field, or our last like game at the
Mhm.
field house. Because like we did senior night, and like senior night was like, oh, like sad, but like I'm like, we'll be back here in
Yeah.
4 days to play. Like it'll be fine. So it's like our last game at the field house. We win, we're going to the Elite Eight. Like the seniors, everyone's kind of like a little emotional. We like go to walk out. Kelly grabs all the seniors and he's like huddled. There's like a cute picture. All of us, when I tell you, are like ugly crying.
Oh.
Jada Trenelia literally just posted a TikTok and she's like flashback to when they like it's a picture of all of us and like all four seniors and like I'm like, oh my God, you girls, I'm like, you look so horrendous. But we're all like sobbing and Kelly's like, guys, I want you to take this in one last time. So he like tells us to go to center court. So the four of us like walk out to center court and like standing ovation from the field house and we're all like sobbing and like crying and hugging each other like last time.
Oh.
And it was like it was just the most like wholly like gut wrenching, like, oh my God, like not it's over because like we played 3 more games, but I'm like, just the field house and all the
Hmm.
fields, all the seniors and everyone was there, and it was like, it was so emotional, and we were all like, and I'd never seen Carter cry that much. We like she was sobbing, we were all sobbing, and I was like, this is so funny, and those pictures were so awful. Oh my God, like we can't post that 'cause we look like you can literally ask anyone, like it's so bad. Um, but yes, that was probably definitely my favorite game. That was so fun, such a
Oh.
yeah.
Um, well, do you, and we don't have to talk about it, but want to go through the Kentucky game? Because I know as somebody who went to Kentucky, a lot of people were like, "Oh, Kentucky's got it." And I was like, "No." I was like actually so scared. I was like,
It was
"No."
it was more like yeah, we can talk about it now. I guess it's been long enough. It was like one of those things. It's like we come out in the first set and we whoop on them,
Whoop.
and we
Whoop
were
on
like,
them.
okay, okay, we can. Are we gonna go to a national finals? Okay, like cool. And then we start playing again. Did we go? Did they reverse sweep us? I don't remember what it was.
I don't know
Or
if it
was
was a reverse sweep. Was it? Even either way, you were up 2-1. I remember it was up 2-1, and I still feel like even though you lost, I the whole time. I even told Eva this yesterday when I talked to her. I was like, I still don't feel like Kentucky ever had momentum in that game,
no, I don't think so
like
either.
at all, at
I
all.
think
I don't know how.
she had. I think she started catching, and so she was whooping our ass in that fifth set.
No, no, she
I don't know
was
if
like
they caught it. I think she
crazy.
caught it, and I was like,
No,
"Oh,"
she caught it.
and I'm like,
She
"Oh,
was.
don't,
Please don't.
don't get her going." No, yeah, she that fit set was that was on her. Um, I don't know. I think it's funny because it was one of those games where it's like I careered in kills, Carter careered in kills, and then like Charlie careered in like
Her assist, I think.
I'm assuming, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how do you have three of your starters career and you still lose? I don't
That's
know.
I literally still watch. I watched that game like a couple weeks ago, and the
Is,
whole time I was like, "There's no way Kentucky wins this." Like,
is that crazy?
isn't that crazy? Because everyone's like, "Oh yeah." Like, the whole time I was like, first of all, I went into the game and I was like, I'm unbiased, even though I went to Kentucky. Like, I just want good volleyball. Like, I don't care who wins or loses.
Yeah.
I don't have a favorite. I don't hate any team, despite what people say.
Yeah.
I have opinions about certain people, but I want good volleyball. Like, I want everybody to play their best game
Yes.
every game they play, and I want it to just be a battle of like who's the actual best.
Yeah.
And I went in, I was like, Wisconsin's gonna beat us. Like,
And I thought we were all feeling good. We're like, yeah, like let's like I think it was one of those things where it was just like I think it ended up being like I think they started slow, obviously in that first set because they're too good to have us like
well,
kind of
Kentucky always does that too. They start slow in the first set every game.
yeah, and then they caught their stuff, and then Eva started going off, and it was like I truly do think it like right, and also like it was a close five setter. Like if you think like
Very.
crazy, like that's exactly what the tournament's supposed to be about. And that's exactly
Exactly.
especially like the final four. Like you want it long, drawn out, dramatic. Like oh my gosh, who's gonna like so that's exactly what that game ended up being. So I really do think like it could have been anyone's game.
I
Um,
agree.
but yeah, I mean we tried hard. Everyone tried
No,
hard.
that was definitely like probably my there was so many good games in the tournament, first
There
of
were
all.
so
But
many good
I
games.
would say it's like definitely top three just because it was like
I
so
agree.
close. Everybody played
Yeah.
really well, especially on Wisconsin. Like I love to watch any game where like the team that didn't win was like playing their literal best volleyball.
If you're gonna lose, like don't lose and like everyone
Yeah,
played
leave it all out there.
like yeah, if we everyone tried their best, like everyone played as like you did everything you could. They outplay you in the fifth set than they do, but like
Yeah, and it's
it's
such a quick set. Like one thing goes wrong and it's over.
well, and I think we were down like something. It was like 9-2 or something, 8-2. It was something stupid. We were down by a lot. So the fact that we even came back and made it like a two-set game was like, good job, guys. Like it was,
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a valiant effort.
No, yeah, it was very, very
Like,
good game.
not either way.
Um, Now that'll lead me into kind of what was it like? Well, I guess you were the draft happens before the tournament, right? Or
Yeah.
like while the tournament starts. I don't remember the timeline there, but what is it like being like obviously, top pick? A and
Eh,
because I honestly was like, oh, she'll go overseas. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, she's staying. Like she's going to MLB.
yeah. No, it was cool. I think it is hard because, like you said, it happens in the middle of the
Mhm.
tournament. Like, I'm pretty sure we had practice later that day. Like, we did it.
Yeah.
We celebrated. Yay, go Mimi. Go Carter. Carter ended up getting drafted too. Like,
Yeah,
woo.
yeah.
Okay, like, let's go practice. We need to go scout Kentucky or whoever
Yeah.
maybe North Carolina. I don't know. Whoever, I think it was Texas at that time. Let's go scout them. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, cool. Switch it. And, like, we got a new
Yeah.
mindset. So I think that was always kind of hard. And I don't know how, I don't know how they would do it differently just because of timing of the season. I don't know how
Hmm.
you could do it other than that, but I wish there was a way that you could kind of separate that more. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I think there's two really great leagues. I think I had a lot of good options. I think I was really excited about the idea of coming to Dallas just because, it is a new franchise and this
Hmm.
is a lot of, there's never, I don't think there's a lot of time where it is like something that's brand new.
Right.
And kind of the create your own legacy, create your
Hmm.
own identity of this, whatever this franchise is going to be. I think that was something that I was really excited to be a part of. It's been, and also I'd never been to, the only other time I'd been to Texas or spent any time in Texas was when we went to Austin
Yeah.
and played Texas. So I was like, oh, I was here 2 weeks ago. Like that's the only, so I'm like, oh, like, and Dallas is fun. I knew Carson was going to be here.
Hmm.
And I really like the fact that in the MLB, like I have a lot of friends in the MLB too. So it's like a
Hmm.
lot of like past teammates. So every week there's some sort of little college
Connecting.
reunion.
Yeah.
So many of the girls that were playing, um, which I think is really fun. And I think it's also really entertaining for, the people watching. You watch these games and there's, college players that, graduated this past year, the year before. So it's like, a lot of big names. So I think it's always more fun to watch people that you know who they are. Um,
Right.
but yeah, I had a bunch of great opportunities. This is, just the one that I think was the best fit for this year.
Yeah.
And it's been so much fun.
Yeah, and I love watching you all play. Like, definitely, like, I knew when I saw the roster, I was like, yes, all my girls, all my
Yeah.
girls.
No,
Because I love me some Miss Malaya, and
no,
I mean,
no,
that's just the touch. Like, I just love her. But
she's insane. She's my favorite. We're
yeah,
like the besties on the team now. The two. I'm like, this is such the perfect little dynamic duo.
yeah, I love her, and I think that as she gets more experience, like, she'll start getting a little bit more. Nothing against the other right side. I think that they're two great options, but I would love to see Malaya get more playing time because especially like in Orlando, she extended the game.
Yeah.
Um, So I would love to see her get a little more playing time. But
Yeah.
there's reasons for everything, and the other right side's a little bit bigger. So
No,
um
it's fun to see just the amount. Like I feel like we say that in college all the time. Like, oh, like the amount of depth we have on teams, like
mhm,
college, which is true. But then you come here, it's like no, like there's actual like
like
there's like
depths.
professionals on like in vets on the sideline, like which
Hmm.
people that like actually like there's depth. So it's fun that we have the ability to kind of rotate in and out. Like even when we were in Indy where we got like whooped, but that's okay. But like in the third set, like we had Sophia Maldonado Diaz, who is a right side by trade. Like she got to go play right side, and we had one of our other outsides come in, and we were able to just kind of switch up that lineup, which I think is so fun, and we get to kind of play around with that and see what
Hmm.
works best. Yeah, it just keeps things interesting for sure.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about what the transition was like going from college to pro? I know I ask all of you all this that go play pro, but like it does become more of a job, and
Oh,
then you go from having such a set structure
oh
to
yeah,
like way more free time.
no, 100%. So like volleyball wise, I mean, we're running it so fast and it's so fast. So like I got here and like I think I was one of like the best statistical like outside blockers in college. I got here and when I tell you like I was nowhere near that ball. Nowhere near it. And I'm like, like I can't even see the ball. And I was like, guys, I promise. I'm like, I'm still like very much like needing to get my footing on it. But like the blocking right now, because I'm like, I can't even, it's so fast. And I was like, you guys are running it so fast. And these girls are like, it's fast and these outside hitters are like these right sides are better too. So I'm like, are you kidding me? Like you're gonna
Yeah.
give me a better hitter and a fat. Like, okay, then I'm screwed. So we're getting used to that. Um, but just yes, like our days are so funny. Like we'll go and we'll lift and then we'll practice and then like we'll have some film in there. But it's like but then I come home and like there's no classes to be done. There's no
Right.
like tasks. And I'm very like type A like task where okay, like what do I need to
Yeah.
accomplish?
Same.
I've got nothing to accomplish. There's nothing that needs to be fulfilled. So I'm like, okay, like what do I need some new hobbies or something? Like I can't. So like I've got some books. I got some puzzles. I have you seen all the bedazzling stuff on TikTok?
Yes. Somebody just told me this yesterday that they were doing this.
Yep. So I
Oh,
ordered
Eva does it. Eva does it.
yep. So I ordered a bedazzling kit and then when we were in Atlanta, me and Malaya got dinner with Avery and Ava and we were all like chit-chatting and she's like, we also just ordered the bedazzling kit. I'm like, we're all living the same life. Every single one.
Yeah.
It's we come home and we bedazzle random stuff around the house. But they were like, we're also doing like the friendship bracelets, like when you like tie the little
Hmm.
and I was like, I used to do that in like I think I did that over COVID and I was like, I was pretty good at it. So I'm like, maybe I'll run that back too. Um, but yeah, so like we come home and like we're binge watching. Did you watch His and Hers?
No.
Oh my gosh. It's like a
Worth.
yes. Me and Carson, it's only 6 episodes, so it's like a really quick
Okay.
watch. Um, so good. But like we've been like watching TV and like I'm watching Tell Me Lies too, like crazy.
Right. 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 Right.
But I'm like, I can't watch TV and be on my phone. Like I need something to like do with my hands and like on my TikTok
Hmm.
doom scrolling needs to like chill out. So the
Right.
bedazzling has been I sit there and I bedazzle the lids of my lip gloss. I'm like, okay, cool. But yeah, no, so everyone's doing it. It's so funny. And I was like, we're solely keeping this stupid bedazzling thing in business on, but
Right.
yeah. So
It is so funny. All of you have very similar answers. Books,
but
puzzles, bedazzling.
what else is there to do?
I
Like
mean, you get at least tan sometimes.
not me personally. No, I spray tan, I fake tan. Oh my God, I'll burn in a second. I
She
can't.
said I'm a crisp.
I will crisp. Yeah, no, no, no,
Yeah.
not I. I wish. But
Oh,
yeah, at least there's
I
like
know.
good to do in Dallas too. Like we've been
Yeah, Dallas is fun.
a lot of going and finding like cute places to eat and like things to do and like going to the sporting events. Like it's very much
Hmm.
a hub to like keep us entertained, which is
Yeah.
nice. Um, so like at least there's that.
I will say I'm pressed because I'll be there in 2 weeks to coach, and you have two away games.
Where do we go? Oh wait, is that when we go to Columbus again?
It's Valentine's Day weekend. Yeah, I think you're at Columbus and then you're at somewhere else. But I texted Malaya and I was like, girl, now what are the odds that the one weekend I'm getting paid to be there
Yeah,
and you
no,
all won't be there?
our schedule, the fact that we play like each team 4 times,
A
doesn't that
million
sound
times.
insane?
Yeah.
4 times? Like I get that
Yeah.
there's only 8 teams, but like holy
I
yeah.
know. But aren't they adding two next year? So at least that increases a little.
Yeah, which will be nice.
Yeah.
They're doing what? They're doing
I think
Minnesota.
Minnesota and DC, or is it DC and a different team and Minnesota's the year after?
Are they doing a NorCal one?
Is it a California team?
It
I
might
don't know.
be
I get Love and I get MLB confused. I thought that MLB wasn't
there's so
doing DC.
many
Yeah, there's
so much
I
going
got
on.
can't keep them straight, but I know that DC is definitely happening for MLB. And then I think it is a California team. I think it is a California
Then it
team.
might be the SAC team.
Yeah. And then, I mean, I just hope that each league adds 2 teams a year. Like, that would be such crazy growth.
Oh, insane.
Yeah.
So insane.
And I know, and then I really hope that they don't, like, nobody starts to fall off and, like, a bunch go overseas. Like, I'm sure that, you
I
know,
know.
as we get closer to the Olympic cycles, that, like, some of the girls that, well, I assume you also want to do, you should.
We'll see. I'm super big on, like, again, if it happens, it happens. If not, cool.
Period.
So, I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
mean, you definitely have the stats to back it up, so I'd love to at least see you on a wide roster, give you a shot, right? Come on.
We'll see. We'll see.
But I don't have the magic wand, you know what I mean?
Ding.
Um, but yeah, that'd be super cool. So I think that some of the girls that like were on the VNL last year, maybe we'll see them kind of
Yeah.
start to migrate, which maybe not bad. Maybe they can do that and like bring in more international talent, you know? So which I think that's maybe what's personally to me missing is that like we need to diversify a little bit and like get international crowd.
Yeah.
Just those different systems. Like I think a lot of people will go overseas to learn a different system.
Yeah. No, it's so fun that there is just so much opportunity to play here.
Yeah,
Like you don't have to
absolutely.
like, cool, here's a bunch of teams, there's 2 different leagues, like take your pick.
Yeah,
Like, which is, that's so fun. Like cool.
love it. Love it.
Yeah.
I wonder what it's like because I know that overseas, like obviously they run like more of an oppo heavy offense, most teams. And I feel like, when you get an outside like you, like Eva, like all the powers that can put up 5 points a set,
Yeah.
it's like that's gonna be a game changer. And like those kind of like you and Eva and Tori Stafford, like those kind of outsides, there is more and more of them coming that can put the ball away that many times.
Yeah.
So like, are you all literally gonna change the way that offenses are ran?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, and it was funny even when I got here, maybe because I'm an idiot, I don't know, but like I got here and I was like looking around our first day and I was like, wait, I'm like, there's no DSs. I was like, oh my gosh, because the right sides play all the way around.
Yeah.
Because we like running the D ball is like that's just part of the system, which like I
Mhm.
don't know, because I feel like there wasn't, again, other than the Kennedy Martins and the Olivia Babcocks, like the Logan Ledecky's, like there's or Lednicky's, like there's lots of good right sides, but I feel like it wasn't as prominent as like, oh, D ball,
Mhm.
like actually a part of their system. Like they're gonna run it and they're gonna be back there and the right sides are gonna be back there. And it's like, oh, like wait, what? And like that's just because that's professional
Right.
volleyball. Like you don't sub and everyone plays all the way around, like you're passing every rotation. So it was like it's been funny trying to like the whole pro rules and how it runs, just the kind of
Mhm.
where it differs from college, or like the weird little like nuanced rules that you're like, wait, what? And they're like, oh, you can start
Yeah.
and finish the rotation. I'm like, what do you mean? And like Shannon, our coach is like Canadian, so we do like the international rotation. So I'm like having to literally learn my rotations again. She's like,
Oh.
rotation, and I'm like, and she's like, stupid rookie. I'm like, Shannon, I don't know. It's like Mimi, she's like, you're here, and I'm like, just tell. I'm like, literally,
Just tell me. Just tell me.
I'm like, point where you want me to stand. And
Yeah.
I'll stand there. No, so that's been we have like a running joke about me not knowing where to go. And I'm like, I really don't. Cool. I'm like,
That would be a learning curve though. Like if you do something you're literally like your whole life.
I'm
And
like,
if somebody says row 6, you know where row 6 is. And if it's not the same row 6 that you're used to for
not the same row
18 years.
yeah. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I really don't. And now like I'm in the L1 too, which is like, was I the
Oh
L1
yeah.
at Wisconsin? Oh, I was.
No, yeah, you were because you never hit right side at Wisconsin, right? Yeah. So then you were L1.
Like,
Oh,
wait, this L1.
wait. L1 would hit right side. So
No, I was. Yeah, I know I was.
okay.
So silly. I go where they tell me to go. I'm like, cool.
Felt.
You just let me know.
Yeah. You said I just swing.
Hit the ball.
I know. Ooh, that actually leads me to a question I almost forgot to ask.
Okay.
What do you think you learned the most at, like, so obviously you got really good at Oregon and then you transfer and then like what do you think that they helped you with the most in your game? I do feel like you passed a lot better at Wisconsin. Like you were already passing fine, but I feel
No,
like
I
you
wasn't. That's a
okay,
lie.
well, okay,
It's
it's fine. But I feel like you passed a lot better at Wisconsin.
Oh, I passed like light years better.
Yeah.
No, it was funny when I got to Wisconsin because there's many different ways to pass, like just different techniques and the coaching
Yeah.
whatever they
Right.
decide to do. The Oregon and Wisconsin way are like opposite ends of the spectrum. Like Oregon is like shoulders down, face your server. Wisconsin's like you're gonna hide your neck and you're gonna squeeze and you're gonna open up. You're gonna pick a side every time. Like that's
Oh
how.
yeah, so that's how I teach it too. Is
And I'm
like
like,
that.
okay, cool. So like, thank God I was able to get there in the spring because when I tell you, me and Britt were in there for an hour every single day, and it was just her and I serving, like teaching me or passing. just teaching me how to pass the Wisconsin way. And like
Mhm.
we did wall work, and there was like a whole like wall passing program just to, like get used to being like in the passing position. Like I don't even want to know how many like balls that I passed during spring. Just like a ridiculous amount. Because she's like, we need to bust it out here because then once we get into this like season, like we can kind of go over things, but then like once we really start to get up, like we're
Right.
gonna be where we are. Like there's not really so yeah, so and she's like also Kelly was very big on like we're not gonna like just pull you out. We're not gonna pass two because now I'm standing next to a freshman libero. He's like, you're gonna need to get your shit handled and you're gonna pass the ball. I was like, okay, cool, I'll do that. So it got better, thank God. And then my biggest like thank you Wisconsin was when I then got here and again light bulb because we would like have Grace Egan come back and pass in some rotations so that I could hit
Mhm.
row. Well, here they're like no because she was also right. Jegan was also a
Yeah,
pass.
right, right.
She could pass the ball. But we get here and these right sides are like no, like we're the ones that are going to be
The
back here.
primary outside. Yeah, primary hitter. Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, I'm passing all 6 rotations. I literally called Britt and I was like, Britt, I'm literally passing all 6 rotations. I was like, thank God you guys taught me how to pass. Or like I would have been a mess. Like it would have been bad. Which again, my passing in Indy was not the best. But until then, my passing had been great. Like my first program, which we played Indy, I passed like a 2.4. I was like, wow,
That's so
Courtney.
good.
I was like,
Yeah.
thank you, Wisconsin. Um, so it was like, and they have a big thing where like their whole thing is like just to be in I feel like I should remember be in like be a like avid participant, active participant in like your own rescue. So like
Mhm.
if like you're Brit's like I want to make sure when you leave here like you're gonna be good enough where like it doesn't matter what the serve looks like, it doesn't matter what the set looks like, it doesn't matter what the block looks like or the defense, like you're gonna be able to pass any ball. You're gonna be able to score no matter what. Like you don't need it to be a perfect pass or a
Mhm.
bad block. Like you're gonna know how to do it. Um so again, so with the whole passing thing, I'm like, okay, pro servers, like yes, they're good, they're whatever, but I'm but I can hold my own, I can pass the ball.
Right.
Um, so passing 100%, but then also it was fun because I got there and they're like, yeah, like you were 3-time whatever All American at like Oregon too, but like, and you were known as the hitting outside. Like I'm not a passing outside. Well, I guess I have to be now. But they're like, that's not. But we're gonna come in here. We're still gonna teach you. Like we're gonna fix your footwork. We're gonna fix your all the things and like just kind of teach you more things too. So it was very much like they weren't gonna kind of let me settle where I was like
Mhm.
if attacking was my thing and like I'm like I know like obviously I was good enough and I was still playing at a high level with my attacking and my attacking was still very much like very solid. But they're like, yeah, that's good enough, but like we're not gonna make it good enough. Like you're gonna continue to be
Yeah,
better.
I feel like you were definitely more open to the setter at Wisconsin. Definitely
Yes.
more open. And it allows you to like hit that 4-4 a lot easier.
Yeah. But like yeah, so yeah, even that they're like we're gonna develop this even more. Because I'm like,
Mhm.
guys, I'm like I got there, I'm like, I want to hit that 4-4 like Sarah Franklin did. I'm like,
Period.
whatever she's doing,
I
me,
want that. Yeah.
I want that. Just like so stuff like that. Like they didn't I really appreciate that they didn't let me kind of settle where I was. You know,
Mhm.
I could have gone there and I could have been the exact same player I was at Oregon. And like that's I guess that's what they signed up for. That's what they brought me on. But like I just appreciate that I was able to grow and kind of reach a new level with
Mhm.
them. And yeah, I don't know. I think it prepared me obviously a lot better for pro. So yeah.
Oh, I love that. I definitely agree. I think that it's really hard to come in as a good outside and like have a team be like, okay, you're good, but they're not. So like I've got to focus on them.
Yeah.
And then to be able to dive like, divert a lot of time to like making you even better.
You're good,
Um,
we're gonna make you better.
yeah, which I
Cool.
love.
Yeah, cool.
You said I am your sponge.
Perfect. Yeah. No, literally, that's another thing I will say. Like, I went through a big learning curve my freshman year. Like, Matt used to have this like elastic that he would put on the antenna. So when we would block, you'd have to go like under the elastic. And I
Ooh,
was
I'm gonna steal that.
no, it's really good. Like, it's because it's like such a like tactile
Yeah.
feedback of like under the net. And I was a big like I'm gonna swing block and I'm gonna block you and just big dramatic. And every time I'd go and I'd block and I'd hit the elastic and he's all Mimi elastic, Mimi under, Mimi. And I was like, again, I'd rather have feedback than no feedback. I think that's when you might start to worry. But I would literally call my mom after every practice. I'm like, Mom, I suck. This blocking is awful. I can't do it. Like, and just this, and again, that was me going through like the best freshman career
Mhm.
in like a hot second. And I was like, again, I was literally calling my mom after every practice crying. And I was like, Mom, I suck at volleyball. And like Matt would pull me into his office and he's like, okay, like, what do you, and I would, he would literally tell me how good I was doing. And he's like, look at your stats compared to like other outsides in the country. you're a freshman. Like, he's like, look at where you compare. And he'd be telling me how good I am. And I'm like sitting there sobbing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, mom, like I can't, like, holy learning curve. Oh my gosh. So then it was just interesting then going to Wisconsin, kind of going through that same kind of learning curve and like
Hmm.
me learning just like volleyball and things that I've been doing for the last 3 years and kind of learning the new systems and learning on the new people in a much more mature way. There was a lot less crying, which
Yeah.
thank God.
He said, I'm old. I'm
I'm,
older now.
I'm okay, I promise.
I love that. I'm trying to think of anything else transition wise I can think of or anything pro, but the floor is yours. Literally talk about whatever you want while I'm thinking. Um,
I don't know.
I think I asked you everything that I had to ask.
Any other burning questions?
I'm sure I will, but I'll just DM you if I think of them too. Um, that's the thing. Everyone knows if you tell me something, I won't tell anybody. Like that's the thing. People think that I will, and like they'll tell me like after or like in my DMs. And I'm like, I don't say anything. I just like to know things. You know what I mean?
I
Um,
mean, like good lore.
I
Like I think
know,
there was drama when I transferred, but like people made it more drama than it was. Like it wasn't.
but yeah, but like it was a coaching change. Like
Well, and it was a coaching, and people were like, "Well, she went so fast, and there was prior communication." I'm like, when I tell you,
no, I don't think anyone thought. I don't think anyone that actually knows volleyball thought that.
that's what's so funny, right? Just I'm so bad. Like I look at the comments, and like I know I shouldn't, but like
Don't
I
go to
think
Volley Talk. Are you on Volley Talk? Don't be doing that.
I look at it sometimes. I think it's so funny.
It is
I
funny. It
I
is
think
funny.
it's so funny. Um, but like everyone was like, "Yeah, there's got to be prior communication." And Kelly Sheffield's like a dirty. He's a cheater. And I'm like, that's. I'm like Matt literally told us Friday morning. I entered the portal an hour after our meeting,
Yeah.
got in the portal, and then like so we. Did I already tell the story? I was on a podcast with it.
Yes.
I did tell it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in it within 20 seconds and I was like, I had to make a decision quick.
Yeah.
People were like, there was prior communication. I was like, I promise there
No.
was.
And honestly, even if there was, everyone does it. Everyone does it. So like be for real. We all know that everyone does it.
Yeah. Whether it's like,
Like it's
whether
not direct communication. There's other people
it's
it's fine. It's literally how it works.
out or it's, there's,
They have agents now or
well, and also
whatever.
like, it's not that big, but like, I know it's like,
It's
you're
not that
not
big of a deal, but it's not. It's not. It's really
like
not.
people, yeah. If people need to get out and they need to transfer and they need to find something that's better for them, that's awesome. Like, bro,
Period.
I love that for you. Like, go find a better place for you. Like, that's so
That's
awesome.
how I feel. As long as you're happy, that's what I care about. And I do say like the grass isn't always greener on the other side, but if you think you'll be happier, then
Yeah.
do it.
Well, and that's what's hard is I think prior to me entering the portal, I was very much because like if Matt wouldn't have, and I've told Kelly this too, like if Matt and the Oregon staff wouldn't have left, I would have stayed at Oregon and I would have been happy as a clam, and
Hmm.
I wouldn't have thought twice about it. Um, so and I think I really kind of prided myself in the idea that like, oh, like nowadays I'm like I stuck it out and I was there for not stuck it out. I was living my best life, but like I was there for 4 years and I was like I finished, I started to finish, I was Oregon all the way through, and I think I really enjoyed the idea that that was going to be me and that was going to be like just right because nowadays I feel like you don't see that as much. Um,
Hmm.
but then obviously then I transferred. I'm like, okay, well, thank God I was able to get in the portal real quick. And
Hmm.
again, and my grass was super green. Again, my grass was already green, but it got even greener.
Yeah.
Like again, I have no negative things to say about Oregon. Like I had the best 3 years of my life, and I went and had the next best year of my life. Like it just, and again, mine happened to pan out very well, and I was a very,
Right.
very successful transfer portal story. But yeah, it's not always like you go somewhere and
Yeah.
like it's just it's not the same, and like especially like Wisconsin, like we happen to be we're charting everywhere, and the way we travel is like crazy, and we've got like all this just extra stuff, and like
Hmm.
I think Wisconsin is awesome. Like there's maybe three other programs in the country that like are the players are treated the way we are. Maybe
Yeah.
like
And even have what you all have. Like a lot of places don't have the same facilities and the same.
and the same just access to things.
Right.
Just those Wisconsin volleyball players, me and like we just they live a different life than a lot of other college volleyball players do. Um,
Hmm.
which again was so fun to be a part of my last year. Um, but yeah, like it's not always like that. Like there's not always completely successful transfer stories, which is sad. But yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Because unfortunately it comes with the territory. And I think also if they want to transfer again, they can transfer again. Some of these people are like,
Yeah,
even the ones that like no volleyball, they're like, you get one, like they want to propose like a you get one transfer. And I'm like, no, like I
like
don't care. Why should you? It doesn't affect your life.
yeah, that's what's so yeah. Like it doesn't matter. Like not that it doesn't matter, but I'm like it doesn't like
It
let them do
doesn't.
what they do.
And also, like, it don't matter how much you love your coach. If you're not performing, you could easily be replaced. And like, it's their job to find someone to replace you. So it's like, if you feel like maybe you had a bad season and like you're not going to play and like that's the only reason you want to leave, it is what it is. Like, you know what
Especially
I
yeah.
mean?
whole playing time thing. And like, again, yeah, the coaches, like their job is to win. Like, yes,
Exactly.
to develop players, but also they need to win. So like if you're getting like over recruited and they're like, again, you're bringing in like a random Mimi Colyer popped in the portal, we're gonna grab her and like, oh, what? Like
Yeah,
that was
because you
that
probably
was
had every top 10 school in your phone. Like, be for
like,
real.
yeah, like it's just kind of like an awkward like, and so again, like it's hard because like again, you do see the over recruiting, like you get over recruited and then you're not playing as a freshman, which is hard. Like that's just
Hmm.
everyone wants like no one wants to sit the bench. Like
Right.
so, if you want to go find somebody that you're gonna play, like that's awesome. Like go rock on, go do that. Like you do whatever you need to do to fulfill whatever
Yeah.
you think you need to fulfill.
Yeah. I do wish that a lot of these freshmen maybe watched volleyball like 5 years ago just to see that like it's not the standard to start as a freshman. It's
Yeah,
not.
yeah,
And I think that sometimes it's like when a coach says like you have to wait it out, we have a senior that's putting up 5 points a set.
yeah.
Like they're gonna play, but learn from them. Like do your best and learn and give me your all, and then prove to me that you want to be on this court.
Well,
You
especially like,
know,
you have the red shirt. Like why? Like
right?
go
1,000%.
go learn under her. Like that's awesome. Like you don't waste a year of eligibility and you get to learn all these things and you get to experience it and live your college life,
Mm-hmm.
but then you still get your extra year of eligibility. And again, yeah, it's not standard to start as a freshman. Like
Yeah.
you redshirt and then you kind of make your way up and maybe you're a serving sub or maybe you're a DS and maybe you da 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 whatever.
Yeah.
But like yeah, not everyone starts as a freshman and like and that's fine. Like that's not something to be like
Mm-hmm.
embarrassed or worried about. Like that's not the norm is not to start as a
Mm-hmm.
freshman.
And I feel like, I can't speak for everyone, obviously, or
Mhm,
really anyone,
mhm.
but I know like what I always tell people, like girls that I coach that go on to play in college, and they come to me like, Coach, I want to play, and like I'm not playing. I'm like, have you talked to your coach?
Yeah.
Have you like gone to him or her every single day and said, hey, what did I get better on? What can I get better on? And like, how can I earn playing time
Yeah.
every couple days?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I think that needs to be like, that's a lost skill of like over communicating with your coach to
100%.
say, I want to play. How do I get on the court? And like check in every few days. Hey, have I been working on this? Have I been getting better? Give me
Well,
feedback.
and especially like coaches want to see players that want to get better.
1,000%.
Like if you have two players that are like kind of around the same skill level, even if one's like a little better, if you have one girl that's like again, she's constantly doing extra reps, she's constantly asking questions, she's constantly watching film or doing whatever, like they're gonna want to kind of prioritize her because she obviously like she wants it more and she's more invested
1,000%.
in her and her growth and the growth of the team. But yeah, no, I 100% agree. Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely agree. And then usually every player that's ever asked me that will come back to me and be like, oh my God, you're so right. My coach said I'm going to start the next game. And it's been
Yeah.
like 3 weeks. And I'm like, I told you, if you act like you want to be there and you actually put in the effort,
You're welcome. Yeah.
yeah, promise. Like it's not rocket science to be
Yeah.
communicative.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. Working hard is like something that nobody can take away from you,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. And
Um,
they always like coaches will always see it. Always, always,
yeah,
always. Yeah.
1,000%, 1,000%.
Yeah.
Um, but that actually might be a good thing to end on. I don't think I have anything else.
Okay.
And I've loved this. Like I'm obsessed with you.
Oh my gosh, thank you. When I tell you I see all of your TikToks, there was one time I was scrolling and like your live popped up and I watched it for like maybe 0.2 seconds before you literally said my name and I was like, oh,
Oh,
you're like, I love you, you're like, I love you, Collier. And I was like,
of
I
course.
was like,
Hello. It's my
okay.
girl.
I was like, perfect. I'm like, I need to follow him back. I'm like, I need to get on this podcast. Like I'm seeing everyone else on.
I
I'm like,
literally, okay, so that's crazy. So when you followed me, I was like, she wants to come on. I know she wants to come
100%.
on.
Because you had posted something like the 2 days before, because I'm a comment reader. I am. Like, it doesn't matter. And I was like, looking at the comments and someone was like, oh, like, get like Mimi. And you're like, oh, I wanted to come on here. And I was like, he has not messaged me. So I was talking to Leia and she's like, just like follow him, like, see. She goes, you'll get a message within like 20 minutes. Followed. 20 minutes. I was like,
Not,
no.
literally, I was like, sometimes it's like if you don't follow me on either platform, like I'm nervous you won't see the request and it'll
Yeah.
just get buried.
Oh,
So
it
that's
probably.
where like I had CC Rush reach out to me, so I'm gonna record with her either
Mhm.
tomorrow or Friday. We haven't picked, but she was like a six rotation, 3-time state champion in high school, and
Yes.
she kind of had to step into a serving sub role at Louisville.
Yes.
And so
Yes.
she reached out and was like, I want to like tell that story and like be a inspiration to
Yes.
girls that like you can be a top recruit and like that's your role, that's your role. And I was like, oh my God, yes, like please, let's do it. And so I told everybody, I'm like, if you want to reach out to me, that's fine too. But I'm like, I would love like anybody that wants to come on. I will literally have any player. I just want to grow volleyball. And I want everyone to know I don't hate anybody. There's so many comments. I think I hate people.
You're not a hater. Wait, are you, this is me, like my fan. Did you say you are doing Catherine Plummer?
So she said yes, but
Okay.
she lives in Europe. And so
Yes.
we are trying to find a time to do it.
Okay, so do you want to hear a story?
Of course.
Okay. So I live, like my hometown is like 3 hours from Stanford.
Oh.
So her like sophomore year, I became obsessed with her.
I am too.
I was like, we would go to all the games. Let me see it. I'm hoping that I can like, wait, let's see if I can show you a picture. When I tell you like we went to every game and I literally had an I Heart KP sign. I'm
Love.
hoping, I think so. I had an I Heart KP sign. And it was like also, this was like my invisible, I'm also really into like invisible string and like I 100% think it's real.
Yeah, 1000%.
I Heart KP sign and it happened to be like John Dunning appreciation night. So someone from like the game day like event whatever like pulled me. They're like, oh, you want to do like a Q&A, like here are the answers, but whatever. But like wanted to pull me to do it like the halftime in between the sets to
Hmm.
whatever answer the questions. Oh, like haha. So I go to do it. My mom's like taking pictures. There's a picture of like John Dunning behind me. I'm like, oh, like haha.
Right.
But if you look at the score, like they were literally playing organ during this game. Like Matt would have been coaching, and I was like there, and it was like this whole thing. And I was like, oh my, like, and I didn't notice that until like maybe my like sophomore year of college.
Hmm.
And I'm like, oh my gosh. Anyway, so like I'm obsessed with this girl. And like we would stay after all the games and like take pictures. Like she would be like, she'd go like shower, like she'd be in there for like a while, like getting, because she's like, I'm just a girl.
Hmm.
And me and my mom would literally stay after, and I'm like, take a picture, and we would take a picture after every single game. And I was like, obsessed with her. I'm like, I'm gonna be her. Like we turned into like, she knew my name. She was like, oh hi Mimi. And I'm like, hi. And
Aww.
game, it was like literally her birthday. And also my mother like fed into this, like me being when I'm like, I'm gonna be the next Catherine Plummer. I'm gonna go to Stanford. Like I'm gonna do it. So it was like her birthday or near one of the birthdays, and I kid you not, we like went and like got her this like gold necklace that with like a K on it, and I had like I got the matching M and I wore it all the time, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, and like we got her like some like Lush bath, like my mom fed it, like my mom allowed this to happen. I'm like, mom, now, like looking back, I'm like, if it like roles reverse, it would have been like, oh, like cute, but I'm like, oh my god, like this girl's like literally giving me gifts. So yeah, I was obsessed with her. Went to all the camps, went to all the things. Like this is literally us. When was this? This was like 2017. Can you see this?
Oh, little baby Mimi.
This. And I was like, I'm gonna go to Stanford. And like she like followed me on Instagram at one point, and like her parents followed me on Instagram. Like I have a selfie with like, oh wait, this is literally it. This is my I Heart KP sign.
Oh, look at how little
Like and she
baby.
like ran and gave me like this is like I'm insane. I was like 12 in this, and I was like obsessed with her. Like I was gonna be the next Catherine Plummer.
Period.
And so then like I think it's funny because like I'm like I ended up being like not the worst. Oh wait, this is me being like when I tell you a stalker girl. So then I give her this necklace, right? She like had posted. This is like a screenshot of her story from 2018. She's like
You went in the archive.
was wearing the necklace. When I tell you again, I was like 13 or 14. I literally was like, Mom, she's wearing the necklace. Screenshot it and sent it. And I was like, Mom, oh my God. Oh my God. I was like creepy psycho girl. But yeah, so then I like she followed me on Instagram like when I won like freshman of the year, like DM'd me and was like, it's been so fun to like watch you. But I was like, oh my
Oh, that's so
God,
sweet.
stop it. I'm like, I'm obsessed with her. So I think it's silly that I ended up being like not like
Good. Yeah.
I'm like, wait, this is funny. No, I'm obsessed with her.
Same.
But yeah, so then you said that and I was like,
Oh
but
my
then
God,
it's like so
will
fun.
you all get reunited and get to share a court this
Well,
summer? Can
well,
you imagine?
well, and then I was like, I'm doing I just was texting Rachel Morris about Six Man, and I was like, because all the Oregon girls do Six Man and
Oh yeah, I might be there.
yes, okay, well if you're there, I'm gonna be on the horn.
Period.
I had Carson text Rachel Morrison's like Mimi wants to do it, and she's like sold, she's in. I'm like yes, perfect. Um, but like what was I gonna say? Where was I going with that?
Maybe something about Plumber.
Yeah, what was I saying? I was saying oh
Reunited.
maybe the DMs. Oh, so now it's so silly because then I go to Oregon and like I meet all these little girls and like now I'm like super hyper like I sign everything. I take every picture because there was one girl in Oregon who was like
Oh,
pretty much like they give me these and like you're like I'm like because I was you and like you're just a baby and like
yeah.
and so I'm like super like hyper aware of that now and I'm like it was so much fun to have her as like
Full
someone to look up
circle.
to. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, so now we're here. I'm so obsessed with her. But yeah, so you said that and I was like I saw your little and I was like I need to ask him about that.
Yeah, yeah. So we are
Space.
working on it. Yeah, we were. Yeah,
Oh,
we are working on it.
wait.
I know. I really want it to happen, but I don't want to push her because I know she's been through a lot lately. So I
Yeah,
don't want to. I
yeah.
don't want to push her too much. But I would love to have her on.
But if you do
And
that,
then
you can tell me
I want to get. I know August was before your time, but I love that girl, August
she's
Rasky.
awesome. She's
Obsessed. She's so good.
yeah.
I would love to bring her on, but I need to hit her up again because we just talked the other week.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Again.
I know. I would love to get Brooke too. Maybe you can help me get Brooke.
Yep. Oh, I'm seeing her this weekend. Maybe I'll talk or I'll talk.
Yeah, because I like followed her and unfollowed her like 5 times in a week to see if she would actually notice my DM.
Please.
I was like, come on, Brooke. I have nothing else I can try.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Um,
I'm seeing her this week. I'll tell her.
okay, yeah. Tell her for me because I would love to have her on. And I will have to come see a game.
Yeah. No, 100%.
I know. I need to figure out if not this season, the next for sure. But I mean, where's the tournament at this year for you guys? I don't really know. Have they been released yet?
Is there no like the MLV tournament?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe is it in Vegas?
I don't know. I was gonna look it up real quick. I was like, I'm not
Or
sure.
San Antonio. Is that the actual is that NCAA tournament? That might be
And
NCAA tournament.
that I ain't that far. I ain't thought about that yet.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
too far ahead. MLV.
I'm so interested to see all the teams this next year. I'm
Oh
so
my
excited.
God. Next, I'm already obsessed with it. Next year's like the transfer portal was like Penn State's back.
Penn State.
Like
I'm so interested to see how that all works out.
I'm excited for Wisconsin, of course, because they didn't really
I'm
they
interested.
lost
Well,
you and Carter, and then any other starters?
Una.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's yeah. Well, we can talk about that off camera.
But yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm interested to see it. It'll definitely be a rebuilding kind of year for them.
I know, and also, okay, this is me being slightly messy because I'm not really that messy, but
Yeah.
ASU and Wisconsin are both going to be at the first serve, and they didn't have them play each other. That's good television, babe. Why are you all not playing each other? Like that's good
So,
TV.
so silly. All those first, like again, it's the whole like full circle. It's the whole like little, or even the
Mhm.
fact that like not to make it about me, but like I transferred to I transferred to Wisconsin. Matt goes to Kansas. You're telling me our opening match is against Kansas?
Right.
Are
Be for
you
real.
are you kidding me? You're
Yeah.
kidding. I like literally we went out there and I did not make eye contact. Like I was head down. I didn't
Aw.
like I am not making eye contact with you guys at all. And then like in the middle of like the fourth set, Shout started playing and Shout's like Oregon's thing, right?
Aw.
So it starts playing and I like it was like during a timeout and I like look over and I'm all Shout to like our like assistant coaches and she's like and then like I got like dinner with him afterwards. I was like, this is so funny. Like, what are the odds of like we're gonna
Yeah.
play each other the second I become a Wisconsin Badger. I'm like, what?
Right.
Like so funny. But yeah,
Even
no,
though I was gonna say I heard that he like texted Kelly or something like when you committed and was like, take care of our girl or something, and I was like, I'm gonna cry.
I know when I tell you again, that was because I was in the hair salon getting my roots done, and he's like texting me and he's like, oh, like, are you like, how's it going? Because like I had told him earlier that morning, and I was like, okay, like I'm gonna enter the portal, like I'll keep you updated. And then like I had committed 4 hours later, and he like was like, hey, like how's it going? Like you want to hop on a call? And I texted him, and I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, I love you guys with my whole heart. It's like you guys are forever, like some of my favorite. But I'm like, but I just transferred, like I committed to Wisconsin, like did whatever. And he was like, he was so good about it, and like right because and he just as people like just human being like
Yeah.
not like absolutely no like nothing at all. And like so I guess he texted Kelly and was like, yeah, like take care of our girl. And so then Kelly told me that he had said that, and I then told my mom, and like she started tearing, I started tearing up, and I was like, I was like, oh my god, just because again those were my people. Like I've known them since I was 15. I know them
Right.
before that, but like really like know them since I was like 15. And they
Hmm.
were just such a like the way they run their programs is very like family oriented. Like I babysat their kids all the time. Like
Oh.
those kids are like my babies. Like they this is again we'd go over to their house all the time and like when we would do like our alumni weekend and that's like that wasn't even just a me thing that was like an everyone thing like when we would do alumni weekend the Veronicas and the August Raskies like they would go and they would stay at their house for like the weekend and everyone would stay at their house or like Morgan and Hannah and Carson Bacon all went to Kansas over summer or over like fall to like stay with them and they like stayed at the coach's house for like a month because like that's just and that there was nothing like not a second thought about the idea that
Right.
they're gonna go and just like stay at the house for a month just because like that's the kind of program they ran and like just the people they are and like it was
Oh.
just yeah I don't know it's really and then even then like having that experience and then like again coming to Wisconsin I love the Wisconsin coaching but it's like that's still not slightly that's not really the way things run kind of anywhere else everyone's like you did what like that's and I'm like yeah like we were well bestie boos I'm like we do all the thing they always were so interested like they just cared about
Yeah.
it so much as human beings before athletes and um yeah no it was so much fun yeah
Oh,
yeah
good. This was so fun. Like
so fun.
actually, this was just like gabbing. I'm here for this. This was so
I
fun to
love
just like
I love
talk.
a chit chat I love a
Love a
chit
good chit chat. Um, well, if you're good, I'm good. I will leave it open to you if you want to say anything else. But if not, I am
I'm good.
Okay, perfect. All right, thank you so much.
Of course. Thank you for having me.